Steve Robbins here, and welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. John in Austin, Texas, called in a question.
Hello, Stever. This is John in Austin, Texas. I have a question for you. People leave voicemail all the time with no name, number, or subject that just says, please call me back. My outgoing messages ask them to leave a name and number, but they skip the greeting. What do? I waste a lot of time on these poorly left messages. Thanks for a great podcast. Hope to hear about this soon.
The quick and dirty tip is to set a firm boundary. Communicate it clearly, without blame, and make it clear everyone benefits. Tell people when it takes effect, and then follow it utterly. Don't you just want to blame people? You left a vague, unhelpful message. Unfortunately, blame rarely works, even if they deserve it. So let's be enlightened. Most likely, people are as busy as you. They're talking to your voicemail as if you're there in person and probably don't even realize their message is unhelpful. So it's up to you to teach them. You've tried an outgoing message and that hasn't worked. So now it's time to change their behavior by changing yours. You, my friend, need to set boundaries. If you continue without boundaries, you'll lose time to phone tag. You'll either get less work done or you'll have to stay later. And if you stay late, you'll miss dinner with your family, or more importantly, you won't be able to join your Warcraft guild for tonight's Karazhan raid. Ha, just kidding. Family's more important, mostly. Or you can set a big honkin' boundary. Boundaries are a paradox. They separate us, but in ways that help everyone get more of what they want. When you can make sure your needs are getting met, you can better meet theirs. Boundaries are simple. You tell the other person where your line is and what will happen if they cross it. Don't communicate in anger. That's called a fight. Set a start date and frame your boundary as a way you help them. Choose a start date at least 2 weeks away. Between now and then, talk or email everyone who might leave voicemail and communicate the boundary. For example, and listen to my tone here, not just the words. Too much phone tag is making it hard for me to be responsive. Starting February 1st, I'm asking everyone to leave a name, phone number, and what they need in every voicemail. Don't count on me figuring it out. I won't act on messages without this information. It's nothing personal. It's the only way I can keep up. I'll put a reminder in my outgoing message. Thank you for helping. Your bottom line is, leave your contact information. The consequence for failure? I ignore your message. Starting February 1st, get strict. Enforce your boundary. Don't explain or justify. Just stick to your position. People will push back. After all, you're asking them to change their behavior, and that's not easy. But think like the Dalai Lama. Come from a place of loving kindness, and you'll help them make the change. And then, if they don't change, at least you'll get some spiritual growth in the process. It's always possible some of your coworkers are passive-aggressive sociopaths who are deliberately trying to sabotage you by sucking you into endless rounds of phone tag. If so, you might help by asking what are their needs in this situation. Then find an agreement that helps you both. The key is always framing it as your issue that must be cleared up so you can help them. If anything you say even remotely resembles blaming, all you'll do is make them mad. Remember, blame, inflame. Calm, sitting under a palm tree. Most likely, if you're having this problem, other people are too, so they'll understand. If you're nervous about communicating your boundary, send them to this podcast. Let me set the boundary, and you can shrug helplessly, an innocent victim just following the advice of the evil, cold-hearted get-it-done guy. Now that you're setting your boundaries, clarifying your limits, and communicating the consequences, your voicemail will be back under control. You can set boundaries anywhere you need limits to help you work better. My email signature says I only answer email once a day, so no one expects an immediate reply. So go forth and boundaryify. Leave me a voicemail on how well it works. Work less, do more, and have a great life.